Do you want early access? Do you want uncut reactions? If so, then check out our Patreon. Link in the description down below.
Jujutsu Kaisen. Ain't that something? Well, we're on episode 7.
Sounds like a very American way to say that.
Yeah. I can imagine, like, Tom. It's like, Jujutsu Kaisen. Coming up next. Only on Toonami. I am nowhere near the epic of voice of Steve Blum. Oh, yeah, you didn't get a chance to, like, meet him at the convention, did you?
I met him back at ETSU.
Oh, you met him at
He signed my Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, that's right. You signed your Perfect Sessions
Yeah.
thing.
I remember certain things I talked to him about, and like I remember feeling very awkward because it was the first time I ever met somebody like kind of famous that I looked up to and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like I remember the kid in front of me was like, "I like you in Star Wars," you know, and he's like, I remember him being like, "Oh, that's Bash of Bucketheads" or whatever.
Yeah, playing his character from Clone Wars.
Yeah. But I was like, "Hey, man," like, and I handed him my Bebop set, and I was like, "Care to sign this for me?" And he's like, "Hey, Bebop." I was like, yeah.
Yeah, man.
I was like, I've always loved doing Bebop as well as Samurai Champloo, and I actually just recently played the Metal Gear Solid game you did a voice in. I didn't know you were in one until recently. And he was like, oh yeah, I just recently actually got to hear my stuff for that. And that was when I learned that, oh yeah, voice actors do so much stuff, they don't even get to go back and listen to all the stuff.
Most of the time, no.
Yeah.
Most of the time, they don't hear it in the final cut until years later. It's just like Logan.
But I told him,
worked
I was
on
like,
stuff like that.
I was like, that was just badass to me because you and David Hayter are probably two of my favorite voice actors. And hearing you guys like talking to each other was really sick.
Oh,
and he was
dude.
like, oh, cool, yeah.
I remember chatting with him at the convention we went to. Dude, so nice. Like, so welcoming and accommodating. And I remembered, like, I talked to him, like when I met Chris Sabat, and then I told him, like, you know, Chris Sabat was, like, really impressed with my, like, Scottish brogue, my Scottish voice. And then he was just like, oh, cool. Like, can you do it on, like, I'm like, oh, yeah, sure. And I did my Scottish brogue for him. He's like, oh, wow, that's pretty good. And he started doing it, too. We went back and forth a little bit. And he was just like, hey, where are you from there, lad? And I'm like, hey, sir, I'm from Aberdeen. You think it's like, he's like, hey, Aberdeen, been through Aberdeen a few times there, man. It's like, it's so cool. He's just like super on point and just so like quick witted. And ever since Bebop, I've just been like, this man, like, if there's a way to make a human being immortal, I would give a pass to Steve Blum easily. Because I hope he lives forever. And also,
he also has
go ahead.
voice acting lessons that you can sign up for online too.
Yes,
Because I looked at it and
that.
I was like, the only thing is in one of those formats where I'm just a little sketched out about it. Even though it's Steve Blum, it's like one of those things that kind of looks like those like books that's like, buy my book, and learn
self-help
how to do
books.
This thing, you know.
Yeah, the self-help books.
Learn how to make all
and shit
this
like
money. It's like buy my book and learn how to get into the voice acting industry. And I'm like, I feel like it might be a little more legit from him. Because considering the subject it's on, I know he's legitly in the industry and stuff. So he's probably got some good advice. But
well, him, I remember like hearing like his way of getting into voice acting. It was completely by accident. Like he literally just started doing a voice, and then someone heard him by accident, and they were just like, "Hey man, come record with us sometime." And that was it. It just fell into it. And he keeps practicing his craft, even though he's in his I think he's in his 50s now. Yeah, he's a year older than my mom, so yeah, he's in his 50s. So he just pretty much said, never stop practicing your craft. Even if you're up in years and you feel like you can't do it anymore, it never hurts to keep yourself in the loop and keep yourself like up to date and keep yourself going. And considering he's had a career that's lasted over 30 years, I mean, hey, take it from him.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It still cracks me up. Like, I always forget that he voices the fucking dude in Gurren Lagann as well. And I'm just like, I can't believe that's him. It's so ridiculous.
Gosh.
He sounds extremely flamboyant in that role. It's great.
Oh, dude, he can flex his voice to go any direction.
I was like, the voice sounds weirdly familiar, but it's just so crazy. I don't know how it could be familiar. And I look it up, and I was like, that's fucking Steve Blum. Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's fucking Steve Blum.
That's probably his like most unique role that I've heard so far.
Yeah. Like, people can fool you, dude. I mean, if they're, like, great voice actors can really fool you. Like, it's just like, where have I heard that voice before? I don't know.
So then you got, like, Baki is the most recent thing I've heard in voice, and, like, it's absolutely, like, the second hearing, I was like, that's fucking Steve Bloom.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, there's archetypes. It's just like, I remember early on, he was actually going to voice Marcus Phoenix in the Gears of War. He was actually he was the original voice for it, but he had to drop out for some reason. I'm not 100% sure, but John DiMaggio came in and played Marcus after that.
Yeah.
でも君には聞きたいことがあるからこれくらいで勘弁してあげる
Woo!
さて誰に言われてここに来たこれが呪術師最強生き物
No
として
shit.
格が違う助けたいなら助ければいいさ君たちにそんな情があるかは知らないけどね
Wait, go back.
Yeah, I saw it too. It was in reverse. We're the true humans after all. That's actually pretty cool.
僕を殺すと何かいいことがあるのかなどちらにせよ相手は誰だほら早く言いなよ誰が言うか小っぱだ早く言えよ払うぞ言っても払うけど
Ooh.
お花だ呪術だよな繊維がそがれる先生俺は大丈夫そいつを追ってうわ嘘ヘルプこのレベルの準備が届けられるのか楽しくなってきたねユージっていうかみんなにはあれに勝てるくらい強くなってほしいんだよねちょっと予定を早めてこれから一月映画見て僕と戦ってを繰り返す
Wait, what?
一月後俺生きてるかな基礎とその応用しっかり身につけて交流会でお披露目といこうかはい先生はいユージ君交流会って何言ってなかったっけ
No. Oh. Hey, he told me to leave him behind.
遅い
Oh. Well. That's cool.
随分と穏やかだねジョーゴはどうしたゲト瀕死花見が助けに入ったから多分大丈夫じゃないかな噂をすればジョーゴ花見無事だよ何よりそれで済んだだけマシだろこれは分かったと思うけど五条悟はしかるべき時しかるべき場所決行は10月31日渋谷いいね真人いろんなよ狡猾に行こう呪いらしく人間らしく
So I thought the other one might have been a human, but said like curses should, so they might be curses too somehow.
I think one is a human. I think that one is a human, and the rest are curses.
There's a stitch like on the one's forehead, and then the other one's like covered in stitches. So,
Yeah.
like maybe they could have pieces of curses sewn into them or something.
Maybe so. I
The
mean,
one having only like one, maybe like a brain or a
yeah,
piece
or
of a skull
something.
or something. Like,
And then the other one like having a piece of like their arm
all
and
kinds of them.
yeah,
So
like
it had
an-
two different
a
colored
bone.
eyes. It could have had heterochromia, but it also could have had like a completely like different piece of somebody else's face.
Yeah, I can see that. Oh, they're gonna play soccer or football. And Pele with the kick, and it is good. This isn't funny. Bicycle kick. Yep, bicycle kick. I knew it. They always do the bicycle kick. Go! They always got to do the bicycle kick because of Pele. Pele is like the master of the bicycle kick. He's the one that like popularized it.
It's just a badass looking move.
Oh, it is. I mean, no,
Do a fucking backflip and kick the ball. And
well, yeah. Because of him, Brazil won 3 like World Cups, and he's celebrated as like probably the best player ever. And just thinking about like how throughout time that is still like a big thing in like anytime something soccer wise comes up, they always got to do the bicycle kick. They always got to do Maradona's sprint.
yeah, the only two sports I've ever really followed at all are football and UFC.
That's fair. I mean, UFC, I still
I've
follow.
only followed them casually, so
I still follow UFC religiously, dude. I love UFC so much.
I would if it was easier to watch.
Well, the ESPN Plus
It's like
app,
it's all fucking pay per view.
it pretty much is now, which is unfortunate. But I'm thinking about getting the
It's like
ESPN Plus app.
I was gonna say if they just had like a UFC app, like where they would like be like, all right, so you pay us X amount of money per year, and you can watch all of the fights for that year. And
They
I'd
actually do that. The
totally be down for that.
the ESPN
Yeah.
Plus app, they do that, and you can watch every event.
I wonder
Basically,
how much it is.
I don't
I
know.
know NFL's fucking expensive.
Well, that's the
You can
NFL,
get
dude. The
ticket.
NFL is worth like 20 to 30 times as much as the UFC. So that's no shit with that. But UFC, actually, I've heard that UFC is trying to work out a deal with Twitch where they can broadcast certain fights on Twitch.
That'd be neat.
I would like that. But, alright. I think that's going to do it, everyone. This was Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm very interested to see where they're going to go from here. I wonder what kind of training that he's going to put Yuji through. I know he's not just going to have him keep watching movies. Because there's got to be more
And
to
he'll
it.
be fighting me, so
Well, I know that. It'll be like sparring. He's going to be sparring with Gojo.
he's gonna be getting his ass kicked a lot of it.
No shit. Of course. Well, Gojo's able to command the damn infinite. How do you fight that? I mean, the dude literally is just like, look at my blue eyes. And now you're dead. Why? Because I command the infinite. And in infinite universes, I kill you. Here we go. Pulls his head off like a cork off of a friggin' wine bottle. Jesus. Anyway, I think that's going to do it, everyone. Until next time, I'm Nate.
I'm Nick.
We'll see you then, everyone. Peace out.